Hey everyone, are you thinking about doing a juice cleanse at the start of the year, or maybe just to reset your body after the holidays? Be honest, are you thinking about it? Let's talk about why this might not be the magical solution that you need when it comes to your energy, your weight, or blood sugar issues, specifically if you're a woman in your midlife over the age of 40. Hey everyone, I am Bladine Bartholis. I am a certified health and wellness coach, and I support women over 40 experiencing burnout and overwhelm to prioritize their self-care with practical strategies so that wellness becomes a reality. All right, so let's talk about juice cleanses. And first of all, let me let you know that I totally get it. I have done my fair share of juice cleanses over the years. And one of the things about juice cleanses is that it's simple, it's easy. You don't have to think about it. You just pick up a drink, you sip through the day, and you're done. And for women like us who are managing work and managing family and managing whatever else, the last thing that you want to have to do is manage one more thing just to get yourself healthy. So I absolutely get it. And juice cleanses promise quick results. You're sipping, you're losing weight, you're releasing weight, you're getting some energy. All of those pieces are really appealing. But I do want us to talk about just some real cons to juice cleanses so that you can make at least an informed decision if you choose to go this route as you think about how you want to level up as far as your health. So I've got my notes in front of me. I always have my notes. So number one, here's a con of the juice cleanses. It can truly lead to blood sugar spikes and crashes. And this is really because most of the juices are really high in sugar. Now, I'm not talking about green juices that are just vegetables. So if you're thinking about just celery and spinach and that type of thing, and there aren't any fruits added, that's a very different juice as opposed to the different juices where, you've got the bottles, their colors are like orange and red and some green and all of that. And there's apples and grapes and strawberries and all those different fruits that could be very high in sugar. And the challenge with that is that they cause really sharp blood sugar spikes, which are followed by pretty significant crashes. And the reason is because those juices have been stripped of the fiber that the fruits have. There's no protein there, and there's no good fats in there as well. So you are having just straight natural sugar, but as a result, it's spiking your blood sugar and it's causing significant blood sugar crashes as well. This, for midlife women and for people in general, but particularly for us at our ages, those blood sugar ups and downs can really exacerbate symptoms that we may already be experiencing, like fatigue and mood swings and brain fog and hangry feelings. And if you've ever done a juice cleanse and you've been walking and you walk around hangry and upset and frustrated and moody, you don't even want to be in your own company, So this is one of the reasons why you tend to experience that with a juice cleanse. And it is a con of the juice cleanse is that it really causes a lot of variability with your blood sugar, and that can lead to some pretty exacerbating results later on. Another con is that it lacks protein and it lacks good fats. And when you don't have the protein and the fats, first of all, the protein really protects your muscle. And as we are getting older and in our midlife and more seasoned, our muscles need as much protection as we can give it. And when we go days on end with no protein, what happens is your muscle lacks the protection that it needs from the foods that you're eating. The other thing is that it lacks fat. So the energy and the satiety that you would like to have as you continue to eat and what really helps you to feel replenished and nourished isn't there with a juice fast because you just don't have the good fats there and you don't have the proteins there as well. It also helps to stabilize energy and to support your hormones overall. So when you strip the juices, when you strip the foods that you're eating of fats, of good fats and of protein, then you're also stripping your body of the energy that you're hoping to get from a cleanse as well. Another con, and I've started talking about this as well, is the muscle loss risk because of the protein that isn't there. And as we start to get into our 40s and beyond, we are losing muscle if we're not protecting it. So we're not in that phase of building muscle without actually doing specific work to do it. Your metabolism starts to slow down. You lose muscle mass on a consistent basis. So if you're not protecting and really working to build and to keep the muscle that you have, then going on a juice cleanse is really a way that really starts to exacerbate the problem that we may have as we're getting older with the issue of muscle loss. Another thing is that it gives you temporary results. Now, we all love to step on the scale and to see that the number has gone down. But what happens when you're drinking for several days on end, you're going to lose some water weight. And I'm not one to hate all water weight, because you know what? If the water weight needs to come off and I'm feeling a little inflamed and fluffy and all of that, and the water weight needs to come off, then let it come off. I'm fine with that. But the reality is that water weight, once you start eating again, because you haven't shifted any habits, once you start eating again, oftentimes it comes back. And that could truly be a frustrating experience. And when we talk about energy and weight release and moods, when we're looking at a scale that's going up and down and back up again, what that does to our mood, our mental and emotional health is not anything that's supportive of where we want to be as women. And so what we want to be sure that we're doing is that we are engaging in processes that allow us to release the weight in a way that can be sustainable. And then the last piece is that it's not sustainable. When we're drinking for days on end, it's not something that we can continue to do. And so we're not actually creating habits that will allow us to sustain the changes that we're seeing. No one wants to have to drink their food for the rest of their lives. No one wants to have to, do a juice cleanse and a juice fast for months on end. You can't go out with your friends. You can't, partake with your family. It isn't sustainable for the way of life that we typically live. So as a result, whatever results you get for the most part will not be sustainable as well. So that's the reality really of the juice cleanse. Now, let me give you a few pros, because I do want to give the juice cleanses a little credit. Like I did tell you that I've done my fair share of juice cleanses as well. And some of the pros that I did notice is I did get some quick energy initially. And part of that reason is because my digestive system was able to have a break. So my body could actually move into doing other things other than digesting a ton of food, so it does allow you to get a boost of micronutrients from the juices, because you're not having to chew to get the food into your system. It's just pure liquid into your body, and those nutrients are there. So you get a boost of micronutrients, and you also have a break from the digestive process as well. What I want to say is that you can get those results by not doing a juice cleanse without any of the side effects of feeling shaky or tired or hungry as you're resetting your body. So that's something to keep in mind. So instead of committing to a week-long juice fast or a week-long juice cleanse, something that you might want to consider doing is to look at, how do I start to incorporate more whole foods into my lifestyle? So maybe instead of the processed foods, instead of the food, just take a break from all of the refined sugars, take a break from the drinks that you have, stick with water for a good amount of time, focus on your sleep, really go into creating sustainable habits around whole foods that are not processed and are not in packages, so that you can really begin to reset your body in a way that's sustainable. And what I will say is that when you go about it that way, whatever changes you see on the scale, if you see it there, whatever changes you see in your inches, or any changes you see in the energy that you have, or the mental clarity, those are changes that will be sustainable because you attained it in a sustainable way. Now, if you're wondering, where do I even start with any of this? I'm not sure where to start. Now you're telling me I can't do a juice cleanse, but you're not really telling me what to do other than eat whole foods and drink water, which is huge, by the way. But if you're wondering about where do I even start with all of this, I've got you on this one. I just created a free guide that I am linking in the description box below. So please go there, click the link, get it. It's completely free. It's what I call a 36-hour power pause. And during this power pause, you will have guidance on what to eat. There are recipes in there, how to move your body so that your body doesn't feel sluggish. You'll have guidance on how to sleep, the way to set up your room so that you can get the beneficial rest that you need. You'll get guidance on how to reduce the stress in your life, and you'll get guidance on how to put yourself first for 36 hours. And I continue to tell you in the guide, it's just 36 hours. No one is going to suffer any casualty because you have prioritized yourself for 36 hours. So grab the link, click the link in the description box below, try it out, give yourself 36 hours of just good, wholesome food and just good love, attention, and care, and see if you start to feel a little bit differently as a result of what you're doing. So if you're headed into a weekend that's a little, crazy with the food, crazy with the socializing, even crazy with the energy of the people that you're around, sometimes pulling yourself back and giving yourself 36 hours to reset is just what you need to get yourself back on track. So that is for you in the description box below. So I want to hear from you. What was helpful in this video? Have you been thinking about doing a juice cleanse? Didn't know that these were some of the realities of a juice cleanse or a juice fast? Let me know. If you've tried a juice cleanse, how was it for you? Give us some ideas, give us some opinions. I will tell you, when I've tried it, I enjoyed it. I just didn't enjoy what happened afterwards. Like everything just came back. So would love to hear from you. Drop me a comment in the comment section. Get the link for the power pause and let me know how that goes for you as well. Until next time, we will talk again soon. Take care.